Today I'm going to turn a handle for this ceramic vegetable peeler. These Wood River kits, they're not terrible, but they're not fantastic. One of the problems that I have had with them, as I've done them in the past, is that they don't have any instructions. Just a nice empty box. The box is nice. It's a shame that they waste a box that nice. And then they don't tell you anything. This is a nice little handle. So it's all up to you. So what I'm going to do is I have this piece of, and I believe it's cherry. So I'm going to mill this down for making the peeler. And I might actually find another piece that's a little bit more suitable for this. If I do, I'll mention it. Okay, I milled that piece of wood down rather nicely, ready for a handle blank, and then I marked the edges for the center. And then when I was knocking in the live center side, just split the wood. I think I can recover because I don't need this whole length. And what I'm going to do then, I'm going to go ahead and cut it to this length. And then I'm just going to use the, my chuck for this side to hold it in place. And then we'll turn it with the chuck instead of centers. The handle is going to need to have a hole drilled in it to accommodate this little rod here. And I have this drill guide and just trying to determine which size it is. And it looks to be 1/4 inch. So what we do is I have loaded the blank and the drill bit into the lathe, and I'm going to, before I round over the blank, I'm going to drill out the hole for the handle. Now I've marked the depth that I want to drill, which is a little bit deeper than the shaft of the tool, so that way it has some room for some epoxy to go inside. We'll see how well this works. Alright, so this is the handle. I recently purchased a set of micro sanders, and I sanded this down to like 12,000 grit, and it was like glass even before I put the finish on it. And all I did was I did a wax finish. So now it's time to install the peeler onto the handle, and I think it looks pretty nice. So here's what we're gonna do. It's got little reliefs here for an epoxy. So like I did with the What was that? It was the coffee scoop. I'm just going to use some of this epoxy. There it comes. Don't need to do too much because I don't need too much. So put the lid back on here and then mix her up. So you want to mix epoxy up pretty good. You don't have to go crazy with it. So I think that's probably more than plenty. And then what we're gonna do is, it's kind of hard to shove the epoxy down the hole. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just going to just add it to the shaft, and I'm not gonna go all the way because there's gonna be a certain amount of squeeze out, right? But I'm gonna fill these, there you go. And then as I put it in, I'm gonna twist, encourage it to go in the hole. And then rubber band around the end, hold it in place and wipe off that squeeze out. Do it now while it's still wet. Now, the advantage is that there's a wax finish on the handle, so the epoxy is not going to stick to the handle. It will stick to the metal though. But the instructions here say it's application. Wow. Hey, can you read this for me and tell me what it says? All right, so nobody wants to tell me what it says. All right. Wait at least 4 hours. All right, you'll see in 4 hours. All right, it's been several hours. And I'm pretty sure the epoxy is, it's probably not completely set yet. Oops. But it's probably close enough. I think that this is ready to present to the boss. It's getting close to dinner time. Why don't you peel some vegetables, babe?
Nice. This looks nice and handy.
Good. Finally, after every woodworking project, you should always count your fingers. You end with 10. Good job.